There's a nice sale on in one of the shops in town.
What a great show! It's awfully late and time for bed.
Hey! Oh! Oh!
This is like carving meat. Right, you witch. Lay off of my mate. What a crust. Done with some skill. Hey,
That really does suit you. Brings out the color in your eyes. Shall we?
Bit late, aren't you? You've missed half the rituals and all the drinking. All we've got left is fizzy pop.
We apologize.
Oh, yeah? Well, just give me the password and we'll forget all about it, all right?
The password?
No, I'm just pulling your leg. Come on in. Master Reeve will be happy to have a few more conscious people around for the final ceremony. I wasn't kidding about the fizzy pop, though. These lightweights drank the lot. There's probably some cooking sherry left in the kitchen if you're desperate. Nah, don't blame you. Never touch the stuff myself, well, except in the mornings. I can sort you out a nice orgy later on, should the mood take you. What do you say?
Just keep walking, you strange little man.
Of course, you'll have to pardon me, miss. I do have a habit of spouting the odd vulgarity. Master Reaver has often brought out his whip to rectify that very flaw in my character.
That's what I was saying.
It's just this way. Oh, you'll have such fun. Not drinks and orgies fun, you know, but it'll be a real laugh, I'm sure. Now, there are some ground rules. Master Reaver insists that nobody carries weapons into the ballroom. There have been some accidents.
I'm afraid I need to keep mine. I'm here to find some friends.
Oh, you're the brave noble rebels. Why didn't you say so? I'm an oppressed proletarian myself, you know. We're practically comrades. If you just go through these doors, you can sneak past the party and rescue your fellow revolutionaries.
There's one of my men. Kid, are you all right?
Get out, now!
Where are the others?
All dead. Reaver knew you'd come. He's been waiting for you.
What?
I'll get him out.
My! More busy little bees here to steal Reaver's honey. So industrious, so committed, so bloody annoying. When will you people learn to enjoy life?
I'll enjoy killing you. Does that count?
Oh, you're just full of spunk, aren't you? A true heroine. You must be lightning under the bedsheets. And now, as promised, the evening's pièce de la résistance. Another piece of the resistance. Voila! Do try to put on a good show for my guests, won't you?
Show. You expect us to entertain you.
But of course. It's just a game, my little sweet. The Wheel of Misfortune. It's rather simple. I spin, you die, we watch. Really, it's a riot. Why, no less than the most unsightly, most obnoxious creatures ever to contaminate this world. Super. You will laugh, you will cry, you will have your sinews gnawed upon. Bring out the hobs!
I'm rather proud of that shot.
Oh, that hob doesn't know what day it is. Then again, it probably never did. A good hit for the valiant rebel there. Poor thing. If anyone would like to donate to my new hot charity, I'll arrange a funeral for the little mite. Or we can just flush it. You can say what you like about hogs, but you can't dispute their dress sense. So bold, so original, so fashion-forward. Oh, that hob's going to be stiff in the morning. Well, stiffer, usual. Hey, why don't you pick on someone your own size?
Is it just me, or do they feel squishy?
That hob is dead, ladies and gentlemen. He is deceased. He is no more. He has shuffled off this mortal coil. The hobs are getting some good hits in now. Oh, nice block, you've got to admit. It looks like one of our brave rebels is taking a thrashing from someone half their size. I don't know about you, but I find hobs rather sexy. I like a big mouth. In fact, I require a big mouth. It died doing what it loved. Entertaining rich people! Go on, little fella. Give him a good smack. Dear me! I hope there are no miners in the audience.
One almost feels sorry for those repugnant beasts. Then one shrugs and waits for the next piece of carnage.
Reaver's worse than I thought. What kind of mind dreams up something like this?
Like the tales of my greatest conquests, the wheel simply demands to be spun. What delicious fate will it deliver this time? Ah, it's just not a real party without the elegant shuffles of these gentlemen, so hallowed and yet so hollow.
Come on. The sooner we make our way through this sick game, the sooner we'll get our chance to kill Reaver.
Let the tearing of limbs commence! Chop, chop!
I'm not used to fighting the dead.
If he wasn't dead before, come on, he must be now. Ah, the satisfying sound of a corpse being thoroughly thrashed. Don't you love it? Do dead men feel pain? You might want to ask for that fella.
I haven't used my sword that much in all my life. I'll be lucky to get out of here alive.
We've been advised not to call them zombies. The Hollow Man Anti-Defamation League is getting stronger all the time.
How can these things even walk?
Oh, what a shame! Cut down in the prime of death. That corpse is taking one hell of a beating.
Maybe I could shoot Reaver from here.
It's a Hollow Man massacre!
This is getting out of hand.
He's gone down like a sack of spuds. Undead spuds. What a wonderful spectacle this is turning out to be, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to tell your grandchildren you were here. No, the old fella's too slow. Easy, block.
I'm gonna kill Reaver if I survive this first.
What a heartbreaking performance! The poetry of life and death was unmistakable, and you had to spoil it all by not dying.
I'd read about Hollow Men before, but I'm not sure I ever believed in them. This better end soon.
Oh, wheel, let your exquisite circumference regale us with violent thrills. Ah, yes! I paid these bloodthirsty mercenaries out of my own pocket. With gold I took from the people, but still, they'd better not disappoint.
Mercenaries. Finally, something I know how to fight.
Their literacy may be lacking, but they do have a way with swords. Away we go!
You make me sick!
Oh, yes! Skanky scum I was looking. Whoa! Did that just...
Oh dear, give me a moment. It feels like a death in the family.
Okay, next one. Oh, he should have blocked that, but he didn't. You're rubbish. Well, that's one way to earn your wages.
You spell.
It's all right, folks. We'll send his payment to his widow, won't we, Reaver? The life of a mercenary is a short and brutish one, and it was his first day as well.
You're already dead. You just don't know it yet. Oh, stop it! It's a mate. I'm the best landscape gardener I've ever seen. Well done, lad.
We have to get out of this place.
Well, at least he isn't suffering anymore. A remarkable hit, which is why I remarked upon it.
But we'll go down fighting.
Yes, very good. Keep it up, and I will feed you beer. I believe that is your victual of choice.
Don't think you'll be able to walk straight for a week after that hit. Come on, honestly. Today's mercenaries are just in it for the money.
It helps if you picture Reaver. Get away from me!
That's it. Cut out the scum's heart.
It takes skill to block a well-trained mercenary, although I don't know how much skill it takes to block one of these.
I need help!
Hey, you can't just go...
I've never been shot before.
With more grace this time, if you will. This is not a common slaughterhouse.
I might need a bit of help here.
Fight back, you wimps!
Get away from me!
As it happens, I was bending the truth about having paid them. It was strictly a no-kill, no-deal arrangement, so you saved me a small fortune. Bravo!
I've seen terrible things in my time, but never so much death. Reaver's gonna pay for this. Enough games, Reaver!
Oh, but they're such fun, and my guests do so enjoy fun. Time for another spin. Oh, now, this is a very special round. Wait till you see what treasures I have in store for you next.
What now? We can't keep fighting forever.
I met these delightful creatures in a rather inhospitable land, far from the turgid green of Albion. I do love to bring two cultures together and see which one dies first.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Sand Furies! Oh, the Sand Fury couldn't get out of the way in time. You're just making them more angry, you know.
Oh, that's a real shame!
These sand ladies are tough. It'll take more than that to bury one. She could not pirouette away in time. How tragic.
Whatever is under that suit, it's tough.
I encountered these lithe little fighters on the edge of a desert. They weren't easy to box up, I don't mind telling you.
Don't be alarmed, ladies and gentlemen. I think she's all right. And I think she's a she. It's so hard to tell. Ooh, you should have done that acrobat thing you do. Oh no, they've killed one.
Wasn't that utterly enthralling? Of course, you should be ashamed of yourselves, treating foreign visitors in such an unsociable manner. Oh, well.
I've really had enough of this.
You holier-than-thou idealists, always thinking in the simplest, most binary of ways. But I quite agree. This game grows tiresome, and my guests, they grow restless.
No need to get restless, sweetheart. Barry Hatch is here to take care of you. Fancy a quick jig? Ooh, you're a rough one, ain't you? But I like that in a woman. You're just... What? Wait, hey, Reaver! Help!
Oh, dear. Do you brutes have any idea how hard it is to find good staff? Still, one might as well enjoy the show. What's the use of a secret society without a little secret, after all?
Be happening. What are they?
You do handle yourself rather well. My suspicions about your true nature would seem to be correct. You know, I do believe that you might survive this after all. How wonderfully unexpected. I hope you're finding them amusing to fight. I don't want you to get bored. Now, that is no way to treat my guests.
I'm gonna have nightmares for weeks.
I once toyed with the idea of becoming a balverine, but hiding this this beautiful face beneath all that mess. Why, it would be a crime. How does it feel to be torn apart by bourgeois balverines?
It's clear. Got it!
This is the last party I take you to.
Look out!
Well, I must say you've made me out to be a somewhat poor host. Rather rude of you to dispose of all my guests.
Now it's your turn, Reaver.
Oh, my dear girl, why not stop all this bickering? The three of us could go up to my quarters and have a private party.
Do you have any idea who this is? It's Logan's sister, the princess.
King's sister, a bona fide hero. Well, I wouldn't dream of coming between siblings. Well, that's not strictly true. There was that time. Anyway, best of luck with this whole revolution lark. Perhaps we'll meet again one day. Tatty bye.
Bloody coward.
Would someone mind getting us out of here now?
I never thought I'd side with royal blood, but you're nothing like your brother. The Bowerstone Resistance will follow you without question. So long as you promise to change things when you take the throne. Poverty, children forced to work, people living in fear. You have to make it stop.
I promise.
All right, then. We should get back. We've got a revolution to plan.
You have the support of Bowerstone and its underground resistance, but you still have much to do before you can take Albion's throne.
speech will commence shortly.
What's going on?
All citizens gather at the castle for the king's message. The speech will commence short.
This is never good.
You should find out what it's about. I'd come with you, but there's a reason we stay underground. We'll see you at the base when it's over, all right?
There are a lot.
As you can see, your promise to Paige is now on the wall. I hope everything is in. Ah, I like that one myself. Feel free to change the color of your clothes or hair using the dyes. That is, after all, what they are for. You know my favorite aspect of this sanctuary? No moths. Definitely better than it was. A timeless classic. Any other...
For you, I like.
I give hard cash for your unwanted goods, on the spot.
No love potions, I'm afraid. They've been banned.
Oh, boy! Oh.
I've been trained by the best. You haven't got a chance.
Yes, traitors walk amongst us. Traitors plot to end us. Traitors would have you believe their cause is noble. They wear many masks. They may look like your friends. They may even look like your most loyal servants. This is the face of a traitor.
Swift.
Major Swift, a respected member of the army and sworn servant of the kingdom, has plotted against us all. He was apprehended attempting to turn loyal soldiers against us, and is thus charged with espionage, treason, and conspiracy. Yet there are still others darkening our land with their betrayal. We shall hunt these traitors down, wherever they may be, and they shall suffer the same fate as Major Swift, the fate of all enemies of the crown.
He has to be stopped. No matter what it takes. He has to be... Come on. We need to tell the others.
Fresh face. Just what we need in these parts. Rarely do I like something as much.
Wonderful.
Yep, that's the ticket.
That's something, all right.
Quite remarkable.
Simply stupendous. Oh, capital, my dear, capital.
Right.
Rah, rah, rah.
Good one.
Yeah. Yep, that's the ticket.
You think you're better than us, don't ya? Who's gonna be called a traitor next? We could all be shot.
We have
Our
a shortage
best
of
sale
some goods.
ever.
Great money for anyone who can help out. New round here, eh?
Go on.
Well,
I ain't
welcome.
asking for much. Unless you've got much.
Thanks for that, love.
Things are a tad easier. Need some help there? I hope it brings you great happiness.
I'll buy anything. Well, almost anything.
A new hairstyle has arrived. That is an impressive head of hair. Will you be able to get through doorways all right with that? Ah, very nice.
That's a very stylish cut you have there.
Spend your way to happiness in my shop.
Don't know whether you can carry a tune. but then-
If you're gonna waste life anywhere, it might as well be here.
Ben told us what happened. Swift was a good friend. He died like a true soldier.
A true soldier? Let's not pretend there was anything noble about the way he died. He was tortured, humiliated, and murdered.
And he didn't give Logan anything, or we'd be dead now. I called that noble.
It was just a matter of time before Logan did this. Before he decided to hunt us down. We have to fight back.
We're still not ready, though. We need more allies, and thanks to Swift's efforts, we know exactly where to look.
Before he was executed, the Major managed to send us a message.
A soldier still loyal to the old guard brought it to me, at great risk to his life.
What does it say?
Well, this is Swifty we're talking about, so it's rather straightforward. You will find allies in Aurora.
I still don't understand how anyone there could help us. Aurora is a dead land. There's nothing there.
Or at least, that's what we've been told. It's still the only lead we have, anyway.
Can we get on with the plan? I have an overwhelming urge to shoot someone.
First thing, we'll need a ship. You and Ben will get hold of one, while Paige and I make sure the rest of the fleet doesn't follow.
You'll need to go via the back alleys, and they'll be crawling with soldiers.
Not a problem. I know my way around the place. I'll meet you at the back of the sewers. We're gonna show Logan just what traitors can do.
Go on. My men are putting together the materials we'll need. It should be quite a display.
Aurora is a distant place. It could be a while before we return. If there's things you need to do, now's the time.
You know, Swift taught me almost everything I know about being a soldier. Let's show these bastards how it's done. We need to get to the far end of the dock, so probably best not to shoot until we have to. Come on. Leave the talking to me. I have an idea.
Stop. Only Royal Guard allowed.
Oh, I know, but can I just say, wow, you look so stylish, you know, with the helmets and everything, and me and my friend were wondering if we could join you, because, I mean, you just make us ordinary soldiers feel so inadequate.
Leave.
Oh, come on. Don't you have any leaflets or application forms we could take with us? If we could just get inside and get your autographs. We are huge fans.
Leave, or we will be forced to terminate you.
See? Even their vocabulary is stylish.
Trained by the best.
Okay.
Under attack.
You
The dog's a man killer. Watch out! She's...
You're mine!
We'll have to cut through the warehouse.
Okay, this place is She's using sorcery! Destroy her quickly!
Be careful with those barrels, they're full of gunpowder.
Your head's coming off, and soon.
The rebels using magic! Beware!
Let's get out of here. The docks are just round the corner. Bastards occupied. Come on. The way to the ship should be clear. Oh, maybe not.
I'm going to slice you open like a melon. Keep straight up.
It's magic! Change fate! That's what you get for defying the king! Watch out! The traitor's using magic! Take the traitor! Take that!
Walter, what kept you?
We have to hurry. They're going to be following us after all.
What about Paige?
She's staying behind. Someone needs to organize things here. Now, come on. I've got a good feeling about this voyage.
Are you all right?
Yes. Ben's not here.
No. Looks like we didn't all make it. I only hope... Well, maybe he washed up somewhere else. I'm sure that's it. Anyway, the only way forward seems to be through a rather ominous cave. Before we go any further, I'd just like to say one thing. Balls! Hello? Sounds like the dog's found something. Well, you never know. It might be a luxury inn. Bats. He found bats. Good work, boy. Bats are exactly what we needed right now. What do you think happened to Ben? He's a strong swimmer. Probably reached a sandy beach somewhere. Palm trees, beautiful women, coconut cocktails. Jammy bastard. What the hopping hops is that? It must be protecting something. Like the way out, most likely. Well, I'll tell you one thing. We haven't got this far, haven't got this many people behind us to end up dying in some forsaken, far-off hole in the ground. And wherever we are, we're not the only ones who got stuck in this damn place. Not the most encouraging sight in the world, is it? Still, they might have something useful on them. Why don't you check the second lot over there?
I found something. A note. It speaks to us still. Darkness incarnate. We know now we can never escape it.
Well, that doesn't sound good. Hey, I've got something too. One of these poor sods left a journal. Most of the pages have disintegrated, but well, you can still see plenty of weird symbols. It's mostly gobbledygook anyway. I mean, listen to this nonsense. Luminous spirits of the sands impart daybreak and gleam under a quiet moon. What's that supposed to mean? Look at that. Can you believe I did that? Ooh, it does look somewhat dark, though. Oh, maybe going down isn't such a good idea. Oh, yeah? Well, why don't you lead the way if you're so tough? You know how I said it looked somewhat dark? Well, I'd like to amend that statement. We're looking into utter, total, complete darkness. Oh, what have you got there, boy? Ha! You little genius. Good boy.
Oh, no, that's better.
So what do you think this place is?
I have no idea.
Temple of some sort? What could anyone possibly worship in here? No, we're not going any further this way. Looks like a bridge. Is that the mechanism to raise it on the other side? Isn't that handy? One of us will have to get across to use it. There must be some other way to get there. Here we go. You should be able to make it to the other side from here. Okay, be careful now. That thing's probably pretty stiff, and we don't want to make any more noise than we have to. Yes, and quiet as stealthy mice, the adventurers forged on ahead. I know I have a tendency to be slightly paranoid, but did that sound like something friendly to you? Stand back. Walter the Scholar will deal with this. With an increasing sense of trepidation, admittedly. Luminous spirits of the sands, inhale the restless gloaming. Whoa! There you go. What can I say? I have a knack for gibberish. Do you ever get the feeling somebody's playing games with us?
All the time.
Let's just be thankful and get through this place as quickly as we can.
The light you bring will die. The light inside you will die. All that you are will die.
Who's there? Show yourself. Oh, this isn't good.
The children are here to play.
What are they?
Tissue tears. The tears burn. The burns lost like dirty flowers on the sea.
Keep fighting. We have to keep
Watch
fighting.
your flesh turn to black. Watch your hearts turn to black. Watch your brains turn to black. The sun will never shine upon you again. Tainted, broken little toys.
We keep going, that's all. Come on, Walter. Just hold it together. Damn this book and whoever wrote it. The bastards. Why didn't they tell us what was down here? Darkness incarnate. Like we're supposed to know what that means. It won't stop. It won't stop till it kills us. Wait. I think we must be close to an exit. There's a cold breeze. Can you feel it? There's that sound again. It's almost like... No! Not the light, not the bloody light! Come on, work. These things are all around us. Come on, come on, come on!
Balls.
No, we have to get out of here. You hear me? You hear me? We have to get out of here. As long as we have fire, we'll be all right. We'll have to...
We are coming.
It's here!
We will devour your kingdom. There will be no power. There will be only darkness. The children command it.
Get ready!
You have done such hurtful things. The people you know shall rejoice in your death. Speak no words! Speak no words! Close your eyes. Those balls of light offend us. Did the blind seer not tell you about us? Did she not warn you?
It's gone. The bastard's dead and gone. Right, and we're getting out of here. I'm sorry. I lost my head back there, I know. I've never liked dark caves, but this... It's as if someone took my worst nightmare and made it real. But it's gone now. It's gone! And we're going to be fine. Looks like the only way is down. Goody. Right. Wait. Just wait. I'll need a moment to prepare myself for this. But don't let me stop you. You all right down there?
Yes. It isn't far down.
Right. Here I come then. 3, 2, 1...
Walter!
You let him die. You let us take him. But you're glad, are you not? You wished him pain. You wished him undone, unthrown, wave of darkness will cover your land. They will come for your king. Who would sit upon the throne? You feed us! You feed us! You too wish for the Black Void. You tire of your travels, your burdens, the cries of the helpless, the cries of your dead. You too sorrow. You are a fragile thing. You and your kind dissolve so easily. We have waited centuries. You see now the future that awaits you. All those people you want to save. People you want to control. They will shrivel as your friend hides. They will be food for the children. They are still so hungry. So very hungry. Death beats its wings on you. Vomit forth the night, hide in their shadows. They have bodies now. Bodies can tear you asunder! Accept death now. It is so much easier than what is to come. What happens to this peace-like realm when darkness touches its soul? Your blood hurt! The children are angry! Feel the embrace, children. They bring you eternal protection. The eyes are gone forever. You feed us! You feed us! The Dark Guardian shall come and protect us. And all that is flesh and light shall die. This land is ours! Darkness shall spread across the world!
See? That thing. It blinded me. I can't see!
It's okay, Walter. I'm here.
We have to get out. Quickly.
It's still out there. We need to leave. You can hear it too, can't you? It is there. I'm not mad. I can't see anything. Take me to the light, please.
It's still out there. We need to leave. Are we out? Did we get away?
Yes. We're safe now.
What can you see?
A desert.
I can feel the heat and the sand. But whatever that thing did to me, it's like it sucked all the light from inside me. I still can't see anything. Just don't let go.
Careful. The steps up ahead.
All right. Okay. I'm not sure. I don't know how far I can go. Are there no signs of civilization?
There's something in the distance. It looks like an enormous statue.
How far?
It's going to take us a few hours.
No, stop. I can't do this.
Of course you can. Come on.
I'm too weak. You have to leave me. Listen to me. I can't see. I can barely stand. I won't just slow you down. I'll get you killed. You have to go on without me. I'm no use. You can't save me. I'm dead weight now.
Stop talking like that. We're going to make it through this.
Oh, will you listen to me? You have to leave me behind. That thing left you weak too. Don't you think I can tell? What you have to do is too important to risk for an old wreck like me. Listen, you have to go on without me.
I won't leave you here.
You have to. I can't. I can't.
Walter.
It's all right. It's all going to be all right.
I'll come back for you. I promise. I'll get help.
You'll do me proud. I know you'll do me proud.
Walter.
I can't see. I need help. Please.
I'm blind. I can't see. Help me. You abandoned your friend to die. He's calling for you.
What's happening?
While the children spread out his heart to the skies. You try to run away, but you are made of sand. You are falling apart between our fingers.
I have to find out just how ready you are. Fight!
He would have done anything for you. Now he screams alone. He curses you. Not even in death will he forgive you. you blind? Are you blind yet? There's nothing left. You're gone. All gone.
She's still alive. The other can't be far away.
Taking a nap in the sun? Typical royalty. You had me worried there for a while.
Walter?
Don't worry, we'll find him. You just sit tight, Princess. Can you help them?
The young one will be fine. She is strong. We need to tend to the older one at once.
Hang in there, Walter.
Hey, boy.
You are awake. Good. My name is Kaelin, and you are in the city of Aurora. I have much to tell you.
Walter? How is he?
He is fortunate to be alive, but we have seen his condition before. We may be able to help him.
Is there another of my friends here? I thought I saw... in the desert.
A devilishly handsome soldier by the name of Ben Finn? Not dead yet, my friend.
Please, come with me.
Don't worry, he's a tough old nut. He'll pull through. It's so good to see you. When I was fished out of the local port and Walter and you weren't there, well, I thought it was all over. Then I realised I was being an arse, and I worked my charms to get a search party out for you. Not that Kaelin here needed much persuading.
We are accustomed to misfortune. Now it is time you saw our city.
Welcome to Aurora, the city of nightmares.
The Crawler did this. The being you fought in the desert caves. It appeared 5 years ago, bringing darkness and death. The few of us who still live have known nothing but fear since. We never know when it will come. And we cannot hope to defeat the creature and its spawn without an army. Even with someone like you by our side. Ben Finn speaks most highly of you. But you are not the first savior to come here. Please, walk down to our streets. See for yourself. Then we may talk more.
Go ahead. I've seen enough already. I'll check up on Walter.
I will try to honor you always, Father. I will do as you taught me. I will carry myself with the strength you gave me, and I will try to lead our people as you led them. You stood against the darkness and were an example to us all. Your courage lives on in the hearts of every Auroran. I hope I will not disappoint you. Your ever-loving daughter, Kaelin.
I wish to leave a record of my survival in testament to those who did not. Last night, the Crawler descended upon Aurora again. We believed ourselves to be ready. We believed we would be safe when it returned. But no one is truly safe anymore. I watched through a window as my neighbors were torn out of their homes by those creatures. That they operate in darkness is a blessing, for I could not see what was done to them, only hear their screams and the Crawler's laughter. And then they came to my house. The walls trembled, the floor shook. I was certain this was to be my last day. And surely it would have been, had dawn not begun to break. We are not ready for its return. We will never be ready. We will never be safe.
You are the one who survived the desert night.
Yes.
We have not had much fortune with outsiders. But as you can see, fortune deserted us long ago. You have come to a cursed land.
What are you doing here? Everybody else seems to be hiding.
I am honoring the dead. My wife and my child. And I stand here because I do not fear joining them.
I'm sorry.
You may read their memorials if you wish. There are many elsewhere. On statues, doorways, wherever a memory will allow itself to live on. My wife and my daughter. You were taken from me by that which dwells in darkness. And darkness is all that is left in my life. I am thankful only that you knew little of the horror that has taken over our city since then. Reyna and Balen, you are in my thoughts always. I will be with you again soon.
Now you know what we have suffered. But as I said before, you are not the first outsider to come here.
Who was the other?
His name was Logan, the King of Albion.
Seems your big brother's been keeping secrets. He used to go on expeditions all the time, remember? Until about 4 years ago.
He too faced the Crawler. He saw all his soldiers killed by the darkness and nearly died himself. But he survived thanks to our care. He left with a promise that he would return with an army and save us from the Crawler. We never saw him again. King Logan did not cause this, but he did nothing to stop it. Now I ask that you do what he would not. Ben Finn has told us of your quest, of your revolution. There are not many warriors left among us, but we have ships, and we are willing to fight beside you. Not because your brother wronged us, nor because we thirst for revenge, but because we want protection. We require aid if we are to survive. That is the promise you must make. Help us to rebuild Aurora and allow it to become a true part of your kingdom. Not a colony, not a thing to be used, but a place with a voice in your court. Will you make this promise?
I promise.
Then let us go to war.
You have survived a terrible ordeal, but you will be the stronger for it. With Kaelin and the Auroran people on your side, you are finally ready to face your brother. It is time for you and Walter to gather your allies and take Bowerstone Castle.
How is he? Is he gonna make it?
I do not know. The darkness is deep within him. Few ever wake.
But he's improving. I mean, you're doing your thing and he's getting better, right?
I do not wish to give you false hope.
Perhaps it would be better if we allowed him to rest.
Don't worry, he's a tough old nut. He'll pull through.
Oh, balls to you all. You're not burying me just yet.
See? I told ya!
Yes. Shame my first sight had to be your ugly mug.
I'm sorry I left you, Walter.
You did all you could. And don't think I don't know it. I told you you'd make me proud. Well, we didn't exactly find the army we were hoping for. And I feel about 100 years older than when we left, but we're finally ready. You've surpassed every hope I had for you. You're the queen Albion needs. So come on. It's time to gather your generals and prepare for battle. You know, maybe I'll take a little nap first.
All right, I've got it. I take a small group of soldiers down this route and blow up the west barracks. It will draw their attention and open up the main route.
How's that better than my idea?
We will live longer than a few seconds.
Oh, well, now you're just picking holes.
Give it up, boy. What I want to know is what my men need to do.
That's for the future queen to decide.
Paige knows the city best. We'll follow her plan.
Fine. I only put mine forward to annoy her anyway.
I see you've really matured on your travels. If you'll look at the map, we can go through the details.
My ships will take you to the beach here.
We can expect heavy mortar fire, but most of Logan's soldiers will be busy dealing with Paige and her men.
I want to be in the thick of the smoke, and the fire, and the glory. If Paige takes the west route, it's only fair I take the east.
Which leaves the center to us. Less chance of getting lost.
Then we're agreed.
Are you sure you're up to this, Walter?
Oh, don't worry about me. I may feel old and tired, but the day hasn't come yet when I can't charge into a good old-fashioned fight. Let the battle for Albion begin.
Our people are getting torn to shreds out there. They need our help.
We need to take care of that mortar.
Treasonous, rebellious villain. Prepare to die.
We'll follow every step of your way. Ready? Let's go! Your guard up! Don't show them any mercy. He's not getting back up, that's for sure. Zach, up it. That bullet's just for you.
This is the moment you can meeting's over.
They don't stand a chance. You've used one of those missiles before. How about this one? Sorcery! Chivalry! The longer we score, the more of our people we lose. He should have surrendered. If we can't get past those gates, this battle is already over.
How dare you shoot at the king's men!
Really use your...
Watch out! The traitor's using magic!
There's plenty more left.
The king wants your head on a plate, and that is what he's going to get!
Don't give these buggers a second.
They're not used to dealing with magic.
Under fire!
That's no him. That was a fine shot. The mortar's down.
I can't wait to hoist your head on a pole and bring it to the king!
Watch it there! You do know they're trying to kill you!
The Auroran ship should be able to move in closer now. Come on, Kaelin, do your stuff.
Into the city! Get ready to die. Bit of close combat. This is more like it. Recognize old Walter, you half-brother as.
How you feeling?
Let's stop us. Now let's go.
That deserves a round of applause.
Is this not the grandest time you've ever had?
Sabine, you almost blew us up.
You saw a glorious beacon of freedom burning in the night for all the... What is it, Boulder? Oh, bloody hell. Move! Move!
It'll take more than a grenade to finish off that old sod.
Meanwhile, let's do what he says and get moving, shall we?
Make your peace, traitor, because you are going to die.
Their masks won't protect them from a smell like that. Kill them! Marvelous.
Some kind of witchcraft! Destroy her quickly!
Deserve it, eh?
Can't we have a moment of rest?
You would
Enemy wounded! Soldier's been shot!
Wow, that is amazing stuff! Look, it's Paige. I've got no time to handle two queens. Come on, we're not far from the castle now. Meet up with them. There's more of them!
Put up your guard, soldier!
Say what you want about Logan's army, they
No way we're getting past that. Right you are. That one was a right fucker. Glad you got him. Good shot. Keep that up. We'll get through them in no time. That's another notch for you.
Paige, where are you?
Paige! Harry! Move! Oh, bloody!
My men are taking care of the East Barracks, but I couldn't leave you out here alone.
That deserves a round of applause.
That coward using sorcery! Watch out!
Soldiers, my arse.
Have that! Stay alert. There'll be more coming. We have to find a way past this gate.
Always with the damn gates.
What we need are explosives, but I used mine up on the way here.
If only we knew some sort of tiny, crazy old man who enjoyed blowing things up.
Ha ha! Did you see that order? That the whole city bowed to our thunder.
Hang on. How did you get to the other side in the first place?
Dwellers have their ways, my boy. Is there anyone left to kill?
There will be soon. More troops are on the way. Kalian's fleet got a fair few, but not all.
We'll hold them off. Come on, Boulder, there's more fighting to be done.
Good luck in there. Hope the crown fits.
Let's finish this for good, while I can still stand up on my own. Shall we knock? No. Let's surprise him.
So, this is how it ends. The old fool and the child who ran away. You've finally become the woman I always wanted you to be.
She's a lot more than that, and now she's ready to take your place.
Perhaps the time has come for someone else to lead Albion.
You were never a leader, just another tyrant.
Did it ever occur to you that I may have had good reason to be?
We're not interested in your reasons.
Cower behind ignorance if you will, but my sister deserves to know the truth.
Save it for the trial, Logan. You can beg for your life then.
There she is. The Queen of Albion. You've made it. Just like I always knew you would. It doesn't get any easier, though. You have a country to run now. And with Jasper busy in the sanctuary, you'll need a new personal aide. Someone who can keep you organized. Let me introduce you to...
Hobson. Hobson's the name, Your Majesty. May I say what an extraordinary honor it is to serve you? I have a vast wealth of experience, I assure you, though I have yet to experience vast wealth. That, Your Majesty, is an example of the sense of humor which will no doubt make our time together such a delight.
No doubt. Well, I'll leave you two to get better acquainted. I should begin preparations for the trial.
The trial, of course. The very first item on today's agenda. Among my other qualities, I am well versed in toadying, public relations, and time management. And I heartily believe the key to being a successful queen is following a well-scheduled royal agenda. If you will permit me, here are today's appointments. I'm sure you will do a marvelous job presiding over your brother's trial, which, as I said, will be your very first royal duty. Your subjects await in the throne room for what is sure to be an historic occasion, Your Majesty.
The promise you made to Kaelin is now on the wall with the others. I cannot tell you what joy it brings me to see you crowned queen at last. I served proudly under your father when he sat on the throne, and I will continue to serve you to the best of my abilities. But becoming a ruler does not mean you cease to be a hero. That is why I shall remain in the sanctuary. It is where I belong, after all. And with this new, terrible threat approaching, you will no doubt find the sanctuary as valuable as your castle. Incredibly majestic. When one has the crown, why would... I'm afraid your property... Welcome to the sanctuary. The sanctuary shop has some new bits and bobs, I believe. Why not have a look? Well, that is a more traditional look. That is splendid. And it will stay just...
Oh boy! Oh.
All stand to attention for the Queen of Albion. Logan, former King of Albion, you stand accused today of crimes against the kingdom and its people. Those who brought you to justice will now speak.
There's not a soul alive in the kingdom who hasn't suffered for his glory, and plenty who've died for it. I says, let him have some death of his own.
Look, I'm not one for lopping people's heads off, but we saw Major Swift executed like it was a bloody circus act. He deserves nothing less as far as I'm concerned.
But aren't we better than that? Isn't that why we fought to be here now? I've seen what Logan has done to this city. People starving to death, children forced to work, but killing him now won't solve anything.
It is not my place to decide his fate, but his betrayal condemned many of my people to death. He promised us salvation, and then left us to face the darkness alone.
I had good reason to break that promise, and I had good reason for the crimes you claim I committed. The day I returned to Albion, I received a visit from a blind seer, Teresa, our father's guide. She showed me the future of this kingdom. The darkness in Aurora is coming here, bringing death, destruction, the end of our way of life. The sacrifices I had to make, I did them to protect Albion. If a few had to suffer, it was to build an army. If a few had to die, it was to save a country. I have spent years preparing for this attack. Let me stand by your side now, and all my soldiers will be yours to command. Let us face the coming darkness, together.
If this is true, if it's really coming here, we are all in grave danger.
You have the power over life and death, sister. Now choose.
This is not the time for revenge. We need your help, Logan.
The Queen has made her decision. Logan's life will be spared.
I know you will never forgive me for the things I've done. You told me so once, remember?
Of course I do.
But what matters now is that we defend our land. The castle is yours, and so is the throne. I'm glad to be rid of them.
You have fulfilled the first part of your destiny. You were little more than a child when you left the castle. You have become a hero, a leader, and now, finally, a monarch. But your journey is not yet done. Now you are queen, you can know the truth. Albion will soon be attacked, and the threat could not be greater. Darkness is coming to our land. It cannot be reasoned with, it cannot be halted. The ruler of Albion is all that stands between the world we inhabit and that darkness. That is why you had to take your brother's place. The course of history demands it. If you do not succeed, everything we know will come to an end.
Why didn't you tell me all this at the start? It was never about Logan, was it?
I told you what you needed to know, and I never spoke anything but the truth. With Logan on the throne, Albion would have been doomed. This much I know. Only with a hero wearing the crown do we stand a chance of survival.
And how do I stop it?
You won't. Its arrival is inevitable. 1 year from now, the darkness will fall upon Albion. All you can do is prepare, and hope to save as many of your people as you can. How you do so is up to you. 2 paths lie ahead. You may keep the promises you have made and be known as a benevolent ruler. But understand that doing so will leave little to spend on the kingdom's protection and may lead you to disaster. It is not easy to be popular and keep the treasury full, unless you are willing to sacrifice your personal wealth. But you may also choose to break those promises, to harm your people in order to save them. You will not lack the means to build the army you need, but you will be hated. This path will cast you in the role of a tyrant, as it did your brother. You have 1 year to do what Logan could not. Be the ruler that readies Albion for the greatest threat it has ever faced, and be the hero that can stand against it.
Your Majesty, I'm not sure what to say after receiving such news. The darkness that is coming. People won't understand what it means. Nobody could, without living through it first. We need to prepare. If we can't stop the attack from happening, we have to be ready when it comes. Having Logan's troops on our side is a good start, but you will need to raise a fortune to pay for the army we'll need. Hobson will show you the treasury, and I'm sure he can explain just how to fill it.
Indeed I can.
Then I will leave you to it. Ben and I will begin recruiting and training soldiers at once.
If you will follow me, Your Majesty. Oh, how I have looked forward to this moment. This is it. Albion's royal treasury, the store of the kingdom's total wealth. It's, well, not as replete as one would like, but just imagine this room shimmering with hills, valleys, and plateaus of gold, a topography of riches going all the way up to the ceiling. It will require nothing less to build this army everyone is talking about. Which brings us to the second item on today's agenda, and one I'm personally very excited about. Setting the tax rate for the coming year. As you probably know, your brother was taxing the people rather heavily, and some say that this has led to poverty, starvation, and other societal ills. You have 3 clear choices, Your Majesty. 1, lower the tax rate, which one could argue. Very well, Your Majesty. A prudent choice. Why upset the status quo? The time for revolution has passed, and people are used to the current rate of poverty and starvation. Those who survive will thank you in the end. But you will still need to raise a lot more gold by other means. Unless you're willing to donate some of your own money to the treasury. Oh, I'm sorry. I do like a little joke now and then. However you decide to proceed, you should acquaint yourself with the Royal Ledger. It is a logbook that allows the reigning monarch to make deposits and withdrawals from the treasury. A most useful financial tool. But my, look at the time! You really ought to attend to the next item on today's agenda. Riva has a most intriguing proposal for you in Bowerstone Industrial. Now, I know you have had your differences, but it is time to put those behind you and work together. Nobody can raise money like Riva can, I assure you. I have seen to it that your appearance among the populace is well publicized, so expect a crowd.
Don't tempt me, Reaver.
Oh, happy day! Her Majesty the Queen of Albion graces us with her radiant presence. I knew last time we met that you would emerge victorious from such public sibling rivalry. And now here I am to assist you in filling your coffers till they are fit to burst. What better way to begin your reign than by reinstating one of my most successful policies? There is no greater waste than the idleness of our city's youth, but my employment scheme guarantees children of all ages will have something to occupy them, whilst ensuring our factories are properly manned.
It's just monstrous. Don't listen to him. You promised you would end child labor. Remember that promise now.
And what would you have us do with the snotty little indigents?
The only way Bowerstone is going to climb out of the gutter is through education. Nothing is more important to our future than that. Turn this factory into a school. Give the children of this city the chance they never had.
A school? Well, that's an original thought.
The factory will become a school.
Thank you. We can really start changing people's lives now. This will be an Albion worth fighting for.
I shall begin the necessary modifications at once. Welcome to Riva Industries Learning Center, Bowerstone Industrial's first ever school. You can now feel secure in the knowledge that your children can become the well-educated automatons you always wanted them to be.
We will not be undersold. That is our non-binding guarantee.
Greetings, Mom.
Ah! Hello.
What can I do for you, then?
My queen?
Let me know if I can help. You should spend your money here with my wonderful alcoholic beverages.
Hello there, Your Majesty.
At your orders, Mom.
Hello, great queen.
Oh, wow! Hello!
Oh, we've got more in the back, so just let me know if you want to see more.
That's lovely, thanks.
You can roll with the best of them. Pie of the day, I reckon. That's some tasty work.
Good to me.
Feel free to browse.
Pie mastery. Right there. That's one hell of a pie. Quality pie making, that. Clean it up then. Pie of the day, I reckon. You handle that dough like an artist.
We had a couple of rough patches, but at the moment we're doing okay.
You handle that dough like an artist.
Our prices are quite good. Wouldn't
I
stay
sell
in
the best
business
stuff
if they
in
weren't.
We're keeping a
good pie.
Business could be better, but
Quality pie making, that. Lovely work. Great pie. Oh, do be careful. Wonderful dough work.
Always look out for sales.
Great pie.
I sell the best items in all Brightwall. Feel free to look around.
feel free to
I love your technique.
Feel even freer to buy.
That's some tasty work.
Cheers. I appreciate your help.
Pie of the day, I reckon. Pie mastery. Right there. Oh, do be careful. Pie making perfection. Good pie.
Our prices are quite good. Wouldn't stay in business if they weren't.
You'll have to pay for that.
Good to me.
And jewels.
So I'm good to them.
Ah, it's our mighty queen alone.
Yeah, like it.
Tell my wife about that.
Incredible.
Impressive. Good one.
It's you. Yeah. Nice.
Everything you could possibly need and much more. Right here.
Feel free to browse and buy. Feel even freer to buy.
Woohoo! I'm a little princess.
Finally, a little money coming into this town. A little's even coming through my door.
That's not bad at all.
I've been going through a rough
Yay!
patch these last few decades.
Yeah!
Whoa! Incredible!
Finest products in Brightwall
We had a
available
couple
here.
of rough patches, but at the moment we're doing okay.
You can spare.
Good one!
Peachy!
Great job.
Haven't you ever needed a bit of help?
Yeah! Nice!
Woo! All right!
I sell the best items in all Brightwall.
That's good, isn't it?
Milady? Yeah, there's a bit of a shortage in town.
Oh, this is getting silly. I know you're in there. Open up!
I have adventures too.
Please, my sweet. Please, I'm so sorry. I'll make it up to you.
I've heard that before. And the first few times you disappointed me, your clumsiness was sort of adorable in its way. But it's got a bit tired, hasn't it?
My darling, please don't. I'm sorry. Please, let's not argue. It's so awful.
Awfully boring, you mean? Perhaps if you ever won, it would be more interesting.
Oh, when I married my husband, he was all sweet. You'll do it? Oh, this is the first good thing that's happened to me.
What is it now? Don't tell me you want to talk about things. Oh, sorry. I thought you were my wife. Don't know how I could have confused someone like you for someone like her. So, what can I do for you? You're so great. Oh, hello. Oh, cheeky.
Aha!
This is... Go on now, the big lips. Here we go. I thought croquet was boring. It's bloody exhilarating compared with marriage.
Hey there, Your Majesty.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you checked the Sanctuary shop recently? I believe there are new... items.
Your Majesty.
My queen. Greetings, ma'am.
My queen.
Hello, my lady.
Nothing to report. All stand for the Queen.
You were looking well today, my lady.
Hail and well met, your most gracious majesty.
Today, you will decide what is to be done with the Bowerstone Old Quarter, site of the Battle for Albion. Paige will offer her proposal. Riva shall stand against her.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, our victory came at a great cost to the city. You vowed to fight poverty, but our actions have made the problem worse. You must act now. I ask that the old quarter be rebuilt, and its former residents rehomed. You wouldn't just be helping those in great need. You'd be sending a message to your people.
We destroyed the old quarter. It's only right we rebuild it.
The Queen has reached her decision. The Old Quarter shall be rebuilt, and its former residents will have their homes returned.
Thank you, Your Majesty. This will be a very popular move.
I suppose there may be something to be gained by rebuilding part of the city. It shows our sense of industry has not yet been dampened. Very well, Your Majesty. Despite the current climate of fear and great national need, Riva Industries has once again struck a blow for the honest man on the street. The sad sight of the decayed and war-torn Old Quarter is no more. We are proud to present the new Old Quarter.
It breaks one's heart to see the treasury so empty. If we don't do something about it, we will all die. And I have some very definitive retirement plans. As a matter of fact, our very first order of business might have a bearing on our financial situation. The time has come to decide the annual town guard budget. As you can imagine, the people like to complain about crime and the lack of... Very wise, Your Majesty. Better to have a city full of criminals than a city full of very dead people. Let us now turn our attention to the rest of today's business. Here is the royal schedule I have prepared. As you can see, you have a busy day in the court, but a tremendously enjoyable one. Decoration is a passion of mine, and I simply cannot wait to see your choice. The interior designers await you in the throne room.
At your service, my queen.
Greetings, ma'am.
At your command.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Queen. Today you decide on the decor of the castle. Two of Albion's greatest interior designers have come to present their suggestions.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, I am Herman Worthy, and I have a design in mind that will blow your little royal socks off. Imagine a celestial scheme capable of lifting the shadows that haunt these halls. A fabulous balance of serene hues that announce to the world, I am a strong, virtuous leader. Hear me roar. But also, look how pretty my home is. Oh, fabulous, Your Majesty, fabulous! Your castle will be a vision of purity.
And what's more, fashion and good taste must choke down their nausea.
My lady.
Today you decide on the future of Aurora, Your Majesty. Kaelin will speak for her people. Riva will dispute her cause.
You may speak.
I am here to seek the protection you promised. It is too long since my people felt safe, or knew of life without suffering.
I will keep my promise. Aurora will become part of Albion, and its people will be our equals in every way.
The Queen has spoken. Aurora shall be rebuilt as part of Albion, and equal to every other part of the kingdom.
Thank you, Majesty. You have proven to be a woman of honor. Aurora is proud to stand at your side.
Welcome to the new and improved Aurora. An oasis of friendship, camaraderie, and many other lovely things. Visit the city that Riva Industries rebuilt from sand, stone, and corpses. Enjoy the sunshine, the odd local customs, and the heavy soldier presence. Aurora, a light blooming in the darkness.
A most brave decision in court today, Your Majesty. Aurora might have proven to be a rather profitable resource, but I'm sure we can find other means of filling the treasury. As a matter of fact, we could already have stumbled upon such an opportunity. Aurora may not turn out to be a waste after all. It seems that a group of Albion explorers visiting Aurora have discovered a rare diamond in the desert. They heard the legend of this extraordinary gem from the locals, and understandably set out to find it, without a moment's regard for their own lives. Which may go some way to explaining why only one of the explorers returned in one piece. He came back empty-handed, speaking of the hideous desert beings protecting the treasure. Think of the glory, Your Majesty, the adventure, the romance, the large sums of money we stand to make. The diamond is located in one of the caves beneath the Auroran wasteland, reportedly the site of an ancient, abandoned temple. You need only to take it.
Your Majesty? For Queen and Country. Your Majesty.
Yay!
At your service, Your Majesty. At your command.
Welcome to the Sanctuary. I trust... Reminders of how you got where you are. They carry a certain... Your arsenal contains new weapons. Pistols fire quickly and cause a respectable amount of damage among those who respect such things. That combination is bound to get their attention.
It's our mighty queen. Hello.
Congratulations, you've made a friend. In addition to being jolly good company, friends can give each other gifts and even discounts at shops that they own.
Awaiting your command, my lady.
Ah, hello.
Ah, it's the great ruler. Hello.
At your command. Your Majesty.
Yes, ma.
Greetings, madam. Nothing to report, Your Majesty.
It's more beautiful than I dared to imagine. And heavy, too. Our experts estimate it's worth a small fortune. Of course, now the question becomes, what do you wish to do with this fine stone? Shall I deposit the money from the sale into the treasury? As you wish. Far be it from me to frown upon a little indiscretion. How many lives would it have saved anyway? Who can say? The treasury is looking rather sickly, wouldn't you agree? We must always be wary of unnecessary expenditures and watch out for possible avenues of profit. With that in mind, I would like to discuss the thorny issue of child benefits, which were abolished under your brother's rule. There are vocal elements within the community who are clamoring for us to bring it back. In the interests of the treasury, and of the long-term welfare of the people, I have a counter-proposal. It's somewhat radical, but rather... I'm so happy you decided to follow my suggestion. There will be less mouths to feed and more gold to stockpile. A win-win situation. If one ignores the inevitable loss of popularity. Shall we proceed with the rest of your appointments? Here is the royal agenda for the day. As you can see, you have 2 audiences in the throne room to begin. I've heard rumors that Reaver's latest proposals are both scandalous and delicious. It should be most entertaining.
Majesty?
Her Majesty, the Queen of Albion.
Gracious Majesty.
This hearing concerns the future of the Bowerstone Shelter and Orphanage. Paige will speak for the disenfranchised people of the city. Reaver will dispute her cause.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, the shelter has long been the only refuge for the homeless, the poor, and the orphaned. And until we can change the whole...
It is time Bowerstone had its first whorehouse.
The shelter shall become a brothel.
Excellent, Your Majesty. I will see to it immediately. And I mean immediately.
This is exploitation, Your Majesty. Your people won't be pleased.
Does your heart have a sizable hole that can be filled only with love? Do your pockets jingle with leftover gold? Then Riva Industries is pleased to present the House of Requited Affection, where money really does guarantee happiness.
Today, you will deal with a pressing environmental issue. The disposal of the city's waste. Riva will offer his proposal. A member of the Morningwood community will stand against him.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, I'm sure you will have noticed a certain aroma permeating the city of late, even more nauseating than usual. I fear it is not merely the stench of the underprivileged.
Morningwood is to be left unspoiled. We will find other ways to deal with Bowerstone's sewage problem.
The Queen has spoken. Morningwood shall not be used as a waste site. The Sanitation Committee will look into safer alternatives.
Groovy. You are like a majestuous eagle, Your Majesty. You were in touch with your inner innards. Granny Nature thanks you from, like, the bottom of her heart.
A pity. I must admit I was rather looking forward to breathing fresh air, but I'm sure Your Majesty knows best. There is nothing as important as the health and hygiene of our citizens. As such, Riva Industries is delighted to announce the opening of the Bowerstone Sewage Recycling Facility, because there can be no affluence without effluence.
The day is almost over, Your Majesty. Only one more appointment left. Page has requested a meeting in the old rebel headquarters. How very cloak and dagger. I wonder what she wants.
A little